Hello there, and welcome back. I'm your host, Karen Del Maestro, and we are here on day, where are we? 23 already of our 30 days of energy boosting tips. Thank you so much for watching and joining along. And I hope that you're getting a lot of really valuable tips out of this, little snippets that you didn't even think would do anything that are really helping you with boosting your energy. And today we're talking about taking a mindful moment. What does that mean? Right? Well, what I've noticed is for so many people, meditation is hard, right? Either there's a mental block or just shutting out the chatter in our head is really difficult, or it's hard to just kind of get ourselves into the mood. And so, what I've adopted in my practice with the thousands of women that I've worked with are mindful moments. And what this does is it helps us to kind of ground ourselves, right, in the present. Because what I have learned is that so often we're projecting and thinking about what can possibly happen in the future, that we're not sitting in the present. And so, when our energy is going to what may or may not happen, and so often we're trying to solve problems that we don't yet have because they're in the future, but we're trying to sort them out in case we do have them, right? Have you ever done that? I know I used to do that all the time until I learned how much energy it was taking from me. And so these mindful moments help to bring us back to center, help to bring us back to now, to the present, because ultimately this is all we get to control, right? Is the here and now, where we are today. That's why it's so important when it comes to our energy levels. This is not a perfect practice. It takes time, right? And it's practice for a reason. We need to practice it. This is not something that we can suddenly do and stop worrying about what might happen in the future. But, when it comes to being a breast cancer survivor, one of the big fears that most of us have is, am I going to get sick again? That's down the road, right? So if we're spending our time, energy, and lots of anxiety and stress on, am I going to get sick again? We're kind of missing out on the memories and the moments that we can be creating today. It's also zapping our energy. So I'm going to invite you right now. I'm going to actually take you through a mindful moment so that you can sit. And so I invite you right now, just as I'm preparing here for a second, find somewhere comfortable to sit, right? Preferably sitting, not lying. I would like you to be sitting somewhere quiet if you can. Maybe pause the video if you need to and come back to it at another time, but make sure that you do come back to it. In fact, you probably want to save this. So as you're getting ready, as I said, the intention here is to bring you back to this present moment, right? So that we're not using our energy on what might happen in the future, because honestly, we don't know. We don't know what that's going to hold for us, right? So as you're sitting down in a comfortable spot, I want you to start by honoring your breath, right? And notice how just taking those few breaths helps to bring us into the present moment, right? So I invite you to take 5 significant and purposeful breaths. My preference is in and out through the nose. If you've learned another way of breathing that works for you, feel free to do that. Mine is intentional because this is where we're going to get the most energy. So one full inhale through the nose. Think of expanding your belly. Think of your diaphragm going down like the elevator that it is. And then hold it for a second. Hold that big breath. And then exhale. Again, I prefer through the nose. If the mouth is more comfortable for you, as you're beginning to kind of think about inviting this practice in, if the mouth is more comfortable, then go with that. As you're exhaling, I want you to feel that wave of relaxation sweep over you, that feeling of, if we think of a tire and we let all the air out, just that, like that decompression, right? And then we're going to inhale again. right? That diaphragm going down, and hold it, and then exhale. And feel that wave of relaxation. Think of that tire, letting all of that air out. Oh, it starts to feel good, right? You can feel it already. And now we're going to breathe in again, breathing in, filling our entire breathing system with fresh oxygen. If you can do this outside, it's even better. You're going to hold it, and then exhale, thinking of that tire, letting the air out, and all of the stress, all of the fatigue, all of the fears, just going out with that breath into the universe. Okay. Breathe in one more time. Right. That diaphragm lowering, holding it for a second, and then exhaling, letting your body relax in all of the areas so that you're not feeling like you have to do anything. No effort, with ease, right? With ease. And I invite you to take note of how you feel at this very moment. You now have an abundance of oxygen. And this is how we're actually created to feel. Breathing deeply and fully is an expression of self-compassion, self-love, right? Something that we can do for ourselves. Letting our breath be natural and noticing how abundance feels, right? So we're just breathing naturally now, just sitting with this feeling, relishing in it, enjoying it. Maybe it's been a while since you felt this way. This is the power of a mindful moment. Now I invite you to begin noticing how the very top of your head feels. And just noticing without judgment, really important, just noticing. And let your focus move to your eyes, noticing how your eyes feel, asking them to relax. Any small eye movements you notice allow for you to feel calm. Good. Notice how the back of your head feels against the surface that it's touching, or maybe it isn't touching anything right now. Does your head feel heavy? Does it feel light? Just noticing without judgment. And let your focus move to your nose, feeling the slight sensations of the air moving in and out with your breath. And you're focusing on your ears. How are they feeling? Try to hear every single noise around you. And when sounds come, they act as little waves of relaxation, taking you even deeper. Notice the sound of my voice and how soothing it is. And from here forward, you can only hear my voice guiding you. All other sounds passing through, only taking you to deeper into relaxation. Now focusing on your mouth. How does it feel? What do you notice? Without judgment. Just what do you notice? What are you recognizing? Very good. Now moving your focus down your neck and shoulders. And if there's any tension along the way, just ask it to release. Ask your body to let it go. Notice with that exhale of the breath, it's that tire deflating, the tension, the anxiety, the stress releasing with that breath. The body relaxing as you go on through. And taking your attention down each arm, down all the way to each fingertip, feeling the sensations of touch on your fingertips. Just noticing without judgment. Just noticing how your arms feel and how each fingertip feels. Nice. And bringing the awareness to your chest, right? Whether you have breasts or not, whether you have reconstruction or not. Just bringing the awareness without judgment. You may feel called to put your hand on your heart or on your breasts or your chest. That's what you're called to do, then do it. This is a way of sending love to ourselves by physical touch. And also thinking about your upper back. Do you need to relax there? So often our upper back is tight, especially if we've gone through surgeries or radiation, chemo. Yeah, let those feelings go with your exhale. Imagine letting the air out of the tire, letting the stress and the anxiety, the pain ease away. And if there's any tension at all, just ask it nicely to release, to leave with that breath. It's not serving you. You don't need it. And now imagine focusing on your heart, feeling it beating strongly, supporting you, right? Keeping you going. And now think of relaxing your heart, noticing how good it feels to do so. It's not going to stop beating right now. We don't want it to, but it can relax so that the pressure and the tension that we feel, that so often we put on ourselves, but is also there from our lifetime of stories that we've been made to believe about ourselves. That's made us not necessarily love ourselves or care about ourselves. Right? So if you find yourself going back to a negative voice that's beating yourself up, that's being mean to yourself for how you look or how you feel, then this one's really important, right? Focusing on your heart, letting yourself know that you love yourself. Another one that's so important to us as breast cancer survivors is our lungs. So now as you're taking that breath in, like I said, through the nose, feel those lungs. Do you feel them expanding? Do you feel them contracting with each breath, delivering oxygen to your body? Our lungs are a place that hold on to grief in our life. And this is where our breath, how we breathe, becomes crucially important. You know, so often as breast cancer survivors, we are dealing with massive amounts of grief from our breast cancer journey. And that's without any other grief that we may have felt throughout our life. Our lungs and our heart lie beneath our breasts. They are crucial for our breast health. So as you're feeling your lungs gently expanding and contracting with your breath, think about the oxygen coming into your body. And that oxygen is moving through all of your vital organs, through your digestive system. Just feeling your belly and observe it digesting effortlessly. The cool thing is when we really learn how to breathe into our diaphragm, it massages our digestive system. And so that breath actually massages it and gets things moving the right way. Now I invite you to observe your lower back. And is it pressing against the surface that you're on? Or is it just here? If you feel any tension in any way, think about releasing it like that tire releases the air on that next exhale. Good. Good. Focusing now on your pelvis and your hips. These are often so tight, especially if we spend our days sitting more often than moving, as so many of us do. Feel any sensations you're having there. Do you feel tightness? Do you feel tension? Do you feel inflexible? Right? Releasing there without judgment, being aware of how you feel, without being hard on yourself. And as you're noticing all of these different parts of your body, this is taking you into a deeper state of relaxation, right? Do you feel with every breath you are letting more air out of the tire and more air out of the tire? Just through these few mindful moments. Now your awareness is moving down each leg, slowly relaxing them. Your legs have been taking you so many places over the years, and they deserve to fully relax. I like to think of it as giving gratitude to our body, right? Giving it this little mindful moment gift where we get to just sit and be in the present just for a few moments. Just for a few moments. And this wonderful wave of relaxation moves down all the way over your feet into the tips of your toes. Tips of your toes. Good. Good. And you became aware of every part of your body, putting you completely in the present moment. Because being present with yourself allows for you to be present in your life. And by choosing to be present in your life, you're choosing to conserve energy and not looking to what might be happening down the road, but where are we right now? Where are we right now? This is the gift of a mindful moment. So please share this video with anybody you think needs it. Save it, download it, use it over and over as often as you need to until this process becomes easier. Because it will. Over time, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. But this helps to just bring us back. It's a great tool and technique when you're feeling stressed or anxious, exhausted. Like the noise and the chatter of everything that's going on is just too much. Bring yourself back to the moment and listen to the video again, right? I hope you found it helpful. I hope for those of you who don't like to do meditation, that this feels a little different, right? That's my goal. And, I hope you give it a try. I really do. Let me know. You're going to give it a shot. You're going to give it a try. I hope so. And don't forget, if you have not yet registered for the Reclaim Your Energy After Breast Cancer Masterclass that we are doing when I'm recording this video, we're doing this on October 30th, 2021. And the space is limited. So please, we're about a week out from it. So please save your spot if you have not yet done that. You don't want to miss what I'm going to be sharing. It's going to rock your world, to be honest, and it's going to give you a different perspective as I'm going to be sharing my lighten the load system, or little snippets of it anyway, right? Where we get to lighten the load that we're carrying so that we can get more energy, so that we can start to enjoy our life again, right? Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Karen Del Maestro. You can find me over at karendelmaestro.com or in the Healthy Living After Breast Cancer Facebook community. Don't forget to sign up for the masterclass, okay? I'll see you again tomorrow. Have an amazing day, and don't forget to practice your mindful moment, okay? Bye for now.